Well, how do there, race fans? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I've got myself a lovely coffee. Heck yes, I do. Now, this isn't a normal, typical episode of Cup of Tea or Cup of Coffee with Captain Steve. No, I'm playing Gran Turismo 7. Mainly because I'm getting the VR, hopefully on Tuesday. I'm hoping to get a couple more cars inside of my roster. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to be pimping them up and ride them around in VR. And I can't freaking wait. So yeah, I've got over to, I think it's Club Book 18 now. And it's sort of going over to Japan and racing in the Japanese sort of races. So I'm hitting up Nissan as a dealership. And inside of here, I'm hoping to pick up a car that's got a little bit of brake horsepower. I want to go with one with a drivetrain of FR. So yeah, there's quite a few FR racers to be had inside of this cup. So I've gone and had a little gander over there, saw what I need, and I'm going to go for a pretty nice FR car. Now, I don't want to spend a massive chunk of my budget on the car. I want to spend quite a lot on tuning up a car. I'm going to go for this, the Z Performance 23, and I'm fairly sure I can make this fairly nimble, fairly light, and I think this is going to be a freaking tasty beast once I've actually finished upgrading it. But before I upgrade it, people, I want to pimp it out. I'm going to go stick all my custom decals all over this number. So yeah, if you haven't seen my video on how to create your own custom decos and apply them, I'll put them in the top left top corner just above this microphone. I guess I will. Lovely. Right, so let's go and take this car into the old livery, shall we, people? And let's liven it up a bit. Yes, we're going to be sticking decals all over, but first I need a decent base colour that looks a bit No Man's Sky-like. Yes, and that does do the trick. Sort of like a duck egg sort of turquoisey blue colour. Love it. I'm going to have a sip of this while I apply some decals. Enjoy me putting on some decals with a teeny bit of music. Heck yes. Captain Steve! Oh, Captain Steve! Oh, Captain! Captain! Oh, Captain Steve, how do you do the things you do? Oh, Captain Steve, I want to play the game with you. Okay, so that's the deckling done, if you can call it that. Decals, decorations, who knows. Anyways, we're heading over to the tuning shop now, people. Now, the things that I want to focus on is making this car nice and light. Swapping the gear ratio so they're a bit closer together, so if I do have a little bit of a nudge or a little bit of an accident, I can get back up to speed nice and quickly with the transmission. I also want to put in decent brake pads so I can come to a grinding halt when I need to and turn on a hat pin. So there's a few things I want to do, and change the air take system, maybe change out the exhaust a little bit, but it's to get the BHP, the brake horsepower, or the PP, over the 600 mark, I think would probably do for this one. And let's go on into the Clubman Cup, and we're going to be entering this freaking beast into this Clubman Cup and hopefully winning a Fair Lady, which is another awesome Nissan car, but it is as good as the one I've got now. No, haha. So here we are, race fans, at the dead of night. Yes, and we're in 12th place in a rolling start with Captain Steve at the rear of this race crew, and he's already trading paint with place 11. He's took that rather forcefully, but he's heading into the first bend where he's coming up on 10th place like a freaking missile. Look at him go. Freaking awesome into that first bend. Is he going to take him? He only just went past him without a nudge. That was freaking awesome. And past 9th as well. Blink, you're going to miss it, people. This guy is rising up like the freaking star he is. Lovely jubbly. And look at those freaking awesome decals. It looks great, doesn't it? It looks gnarly. Anyhow, and again, he's changing up positions. He's changing up. He's in 8th. He's into 8th already, people. And he's heading on to 7th. 7th doesn't even know he's there. and he's passing him. Oh no, he's actually nudging him. He's trying to get past, but the 7th place isn't having none of it. He's not letting Captain Steve pass, but Captain Steve is... Oh, trading paint there. Yes, get out of the way. Oh my days, this guy's freaking like a demon possessed. He's heading up to number 6, and he's going around number 6 on the outside, and he's took him and into the straight. You know what, people? I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy some of my coffee and let you enjoy some of this racing shenanigans of Captain Steve on this racetrack. I'll convene in a mo. So we're rejoining this race, and I've finished my coffee now, people. And Captain Steve is in 3rd, but look at this, oh my days, he just freaking rammed that Mitsubishi Evolution into pre-evolution. The guy is out of the race. He just took out 2nd place. In your face, 2nd place. Captain Steve has taken that position. I guess he has, by sheer force and brutality. Brutality. Something out of Mortal freaking Kombat. Captain Steve, this is a racing game. Racing game. Anyway, there he goes. Freaking look at him go. Thundering down the freaking straight into the bends like they just don't matter, and speeding out of them like a freaking bullet from a gun. Yeah, 2nd place. Where is 1st place there is not to be seen. He's not inside of Captain Steve's crosshairs, which is probably good for him. And it's an NSX that he's catching up with now. I just saw it go round the bend. Captain Steve is right on its freaking heels. I say right on its heels. You should be able to see his brake lights in the actual distance from Captain Steve's front end. But yeah, he's gaining him, and he's gaining him good, people in the viewerverse. I tell you what, I'll reconvene as this race gets a little bit more exciting. Oh, people, we're heading into the final lap. He's just gone across the line, which signifies the final lap. And look at him go. He's freaking just put in his pedal to the floor. This is insane. This corner is a deadly corner. Oh, no. Holy fudge. He just used the NSX to bring in Blake. He didn't use his brakes. He just ploughed into the back of the NSX, took the NSX out of the race like a freaking leg sweep like at the end of Karate Kid. That's a foul move, surely, but it doesn't seem to matter. It's put him in 1st place. Yes, there's nothing they can do for Danielson anymore. None of that wax on, wax off BS is going to bring him back into the race. Captain Steve has this one in the bag. As long as he can keep the actual race lines, keep it sweet, and just stay calm, he's got this one in the bags, people. So I'll let you enjoy the rest of this final lap. But what a way to do it. Yeah, it's just cost him a couple of dents to his front end of his car. Lovely job. that's the checkered flag, and that's the race done. Captain Steve takes first place. Golden trophy for Captain Steve, as well as a fair lady car as a reward. Freaking epic stuff. Lovely and jubbly. Yes. So yes, not the normal cup of tea with Captain Steve video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait for PlayStation VR to arrive. I'll be doing an unboxing. Until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe, and I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers! And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.